What's up, YouTube? It's Alex, aka Rock Clips, back here for another lesson today. Today, we're going over another KIX song, Midnite Dynamite. One of their biggest songs, probably a top 5. And, yeah, pretty simple. Half-step down tuning, which is standard KIX protocol type stuff, if you want to play KIX songs. And yeah, let's just get into it. So, it starts off with this little intro. It's just an E chord, E power chord, and then he does this, and back to that. So it's this is a 4th fret on the A, and then 7th fret on the D, and he hits it and slides it up there to the 4th fret to the 5th fret, and then he does this A power chord twice, and then back to the E. Then the second time through, he adds something after he does he hammers on off on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then hits the power chord. And then he does that again, and then he does a 2nd fret power chord off the A string. He hits it once and waits a second, then he does. And then that gets you into the verse riff, which is pretty easy stuff. It's just E, A, D, E, D, E, E, A, D, E, D, E. You know, it's pretty easy. You just E power chord, A power chord, D chords, and then back to the E, back to the D, back to the D. Just like that. And then when he gets to the verse, and then when he says it's time that I explode, after that he gets this. That's just the same bend we did in the beginning. And then he does this. He puts his 2 fingers, A on the 2nd and D on the 2nd fret. And then he hits the last B and E string. So it's he hits the open B and E string. And then he does that again. Then he goes back into this. For moonlight overload. And then that takes you into the pre-chorus, which is so it's just open E, 2, 3 on the E, and then open A. Then he holds the A string, the 2nd fret on the A string, and just goes down. He always hits A, D, G. That's all he does. And then after you do just the A string, 2nd fret, you do 3rd fret on the A and 2nd fret on the D, and then the open G. Then he slides this position up to the 5th fret, so you got 5 on the A and 4 on the D. So and he does that E, open E string, and then he does E, B, G, open. And then you just do that. But remember, you only do that. That's just the build up to the pre-chorus. You don't have to do that every time. But then, yeah, after that, he does this. That's just the 2nd fret power chord again, like we did a little bit ago. Then he gets into the chorus, which is so that's the chorus. Pretty easy stuff. You just gotta get used to doing what he's doing. So he does this open D and G, chugs the E string a couple times, 2 times. Then he hits the A, tugs it twice, then he does the open again. So, and he does this. That's just a double stop off the 4th fret of the A and D, and then the open D and G, then back to the A and D off the 4th fret, and then down to the 2nd fret A and D. And then he just repeats everything. That's your chorus. You got it right there after you do that. That's the chorus. And then after he gets out of the chorus, when he does that long Dynamite thing, he's doing this underneath it, just to get back into the verse. And then after you do that twice, you're back into the verse. You just keep going with it. Same thing. Dude. Same as the first, you do that twice. Same pre-chorus. Same chorus. And then after the chorus, he does the bridge section, which is that's the bridge section. So you do this 3rd fret, power chord off the A string, slide down to the 2nd, back to the 3rd. I messed that up. Then you hit that twice. So when he gets to last too long, you hit this the 2nd fret twice. Then you go back to that verse riff. Then back to the 3rd fret, down to the 2nd fret, but you're not doing that. You're just doing then A, then 3rd fret E string power chord. Then you go back to that A, and then hit the 2nd fret power chord off A string. Then back, then you do, and that gets you into the solo. And then if you don't want to learn the solo, what's under the solo is just the chorus riff. But if you want to learn the solo, I'll get right into that. So it's so yeah, I mean, it's a little weird, especially Brian forced this part, but I mean, it's fun to play it, I guess. But you start off with this. I like to do that. Just if you're playing by yourself, you just start to do that, and then that's when the solo starts. When you go up to the 15th fret, he just does like this 15th fret bend. It's just like it's kind of like messing around with it, just like shaking it back, shaking it around. Then he hits it again. Then he does this little thing. You're just kind of like, you're doing this 12, 15, pull off, back to 15 twice, hammer, pull off. And you're doing 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12. And then you do 14, 12, 14. And then you do the bend, and then you just bend at the 15th fret on the E. Just the bend of the 15th. You hit it once, and then once you hit it again, you take it down. Then down to 12 on the E, then you do 15 bend on the B. Then you hit the 15 on the E. It's just like, it like that, and then that's when he gets into this fast little lick. He likes to, on the recording, he tapped it, but when he does it live, he shreds it, but I kind of like shredding it better. And then, so it's 12, 15, 17. He does it like that, and that's why it sounds so chaotic here in this song. And then he does just back and forth between that. It's just 15 and 12. Then he does this little tapping thing. You start 2nd fret, you do 2 taps each fret. And then once you get to the 8th fret, you come back up to the 15 and 12, and you do this oblique bend type thing. You got your 12 on the E and 15 on the D. And then that's what leads into Brian Forsyth's guitar solo, which is, that's just 12th fret, double stops on the G and D, and he does it open, and then he does like this little thing. But if you have a whammy bar on your guitar, you can just bend that down. Then he does it again, but instead of hitting the open D and G, he hits the open A and E. And he does this. Seven to 9 on the D, then 9 on the G. You do that 3 times, and then you kind of bend the 10th fret. Then he does that. Then he does the thing again, but it also pays to do it on a guitar that doesn't have a whammy, because after he does that, he does this. He like does that skipping thing, which pretty much all that is on your guitar, you have your 2 volume buttons, you turn the top, your rhythm all the way down, and you keep your treble on, and then what that does is once you flip it, it kills it, and it just goes back and forth. So yeah, and then that's it for the solo, and then after that he goes back into the pre-chorus. Same chorus, but after he plays the chorus once, he does like this little thing, and then he gets back into it again. So that thing is just like and yeah, and then the song ends with just an E. But it's the same chorus. He plays the pre-chorus after the solo, and then the chorus, and then he does that little, and then back into the chorus again, and then it ends with that E power chord. So yeah, that's it for Midnite Dynamite. If you enjoyed the video, please like. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you with the next one. Peace out.